Hi everyone! We are here to do the Larimar effect. I had a comment on one of my Larimar videos saying, well, that's not the Larimar effect. The Larimar is blue. And I think it's more the effect that is given the cells that we refer to as the Larimar effect. But in honor of that person's comment, I'm going to do the Larimar effect in blue. And if you follow this video, you should be able to get a pretty solid Larimar effect. So I've mixed up 9 ounces of resin because I am not sure how much it's going to take. My plan is to do this mold, but then this Puffy Heart mold, both from Julie Cuts, as a gateway to my next project I'm starting, which is going to be UV jewelry. So this weekend, that's what I plan on working on. So I thought, well, what a way to start. Let's see if we can create some Larimar Puffy Hearts. I have 9 ounces of craft resin. It's a low viscosity 1-to-1 resin. I find it always works with the Larimar effect. So that's what we're going to use. We also don't let it heat. We just use it at room temperature. My room temperature is about 73 degrees. So that'll give you an idea. If your room is colder or warmer, then that'll impact your Larimar. All right, so then I have 4 cups. And anytime I do the Larimar pour, I just divide my resin evenly. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, by divided evenly, it's not any sense of the word mathematical or anything, perfect. Because if you've joined me for my videos, you know that I'm not perfect. I wing it most of the time and go with whatever I think is right. So I'm just lining these cups up in front of me and eyeballing where the resin is in them. I also don't scrape my cup because when I'm mixing it, I don't scrape the sides. I use a handheld mixer, so therefore there might be some unmixed stuff on the sides. So I do not scrape my cup to get every last bit into my molds. If I was more cognizant of when I'm mixing and scrape the sides and did all that, then I might scrape my cup. Otherwise, I don't. All right, so now I'm just putting my cups back in place. Now, usually with this effect, I go for lightweight inks, transparents. The first thing I did in this mold is I colored it with my makeup brush with this Let's Resin Color Shift Powder Blue. The reason I like to do that for Larimar pours, I don't like the white edge because the white is what goes in first. So in order to get over that, I paint the mold. I'm not really a white edge person. I try to get as much color as possible. With the Larimar, it's difficult to pull as much color as possible. All right, so my first cup, I have Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Mystery Blue, and I'm gonna do 4 drops. This is actually I'm gonna do 5 based upon the amount of resin that's in here. I like to start with a dark color. I got these mini stir sticks, came with some cups I ordered. So I've started using those. I don't know how good they are for me to use because if you watch my videos, I'm a wild stirrer, which sometimes introduces bubbles. And I think these sticks have a larger chance of introducing bubbles. But I am using craft resin, which I have to say is one of the best low bubble resins out there. If you're worried about bubbles, I can do an absolutely clear pour with this and get very minimal bubbles, if any. All right, I think that's dark enough for what I want. Now next, I usually stick with all Octopus Fluids resin inks, but I've been playing with this Liquitex acrylic ink more lately. In order to make sure it's not too heavy, I'm just going to do 2 drops, then we'll look at it. The more of any ink you add, the more opaque it gets. And for this effect, I find opaque inks don't work that great, especially if you're new with this. If you've been doing this forever and you're used to working with all the inks and all that, then opaque inks will work. You just figure out how much of everything to use based upon that. We're just going simple, easy. Now, it is still very opaque and it's kind of light, so I'm going to add 2 more drops. Remember to slowly add because you can't take it back out once you add. I do love this color. All right. I think this will give me the color that I want. This ink is going to be heavier than my other ones. Octopus fluid, even their resin inks contain a little alcohol, which kind of dilutes your resin. Whereas this contains no alcohol. All right, my next color is Smurf. And I'm gonna go 5 drops of Smurf. One of the other things about alcohol inks and these resin inks is you can see that a bubble popped because of some of the alcohol in them. So if you have a higher viscosity resin, using alcohol inks is a good idea, or some sort of ink with alcohol in it. All right, I'm just looking at my colors, trying to make sure that there is some differentiation. Not a lot in these, but again, we're going for a blue Larimar effect. All right, so that looks pretty good, right? All right, for our white, I just got a new bottle because this one's running out. It does have a little ball in it, so give it a good shake. The cup has probably a little over 2 ounces. So for that, usually for like ounce and a half, I'm around 30 drops. For this, I'm going to use probably 45. Now, when I say 45, these drop in tiny little drops. So I tend to count to 45 rather than try to count the drops. And when I initially pour it down, a bunch of drops come out. So it's usually 45 seconds, something like that. I'm a little worried because I know I don't have 45 drops in here, so I may have to stop and start the new bottle. Give it a shake, and then let's start. If you're in the United States or have difficulty getting these, you can get them from Laura's Art Corner, Octopus Fluids, and the Enoki she has. I buy it from her all the time. All right, I don't know if I should have let you see how small the drops. I'm actually surprised I got it out of there. The same bottle. That just shows you how little of an amount you get out. I thought for sure I'd be starting my next bottle. For my Enoki, I like it to have like a skim milk, a light milky color, not bright white. You don't want a lot. Let's see what we look like. And this looks about right. Let me give it a mix again. See that? Just a second and you can see the stick underneath it. It's a very pale white. Oh, looks like I may even have another pour out of this bottle. How exciting. I love the Larimar because it's one of the easier pours that I do. All right. So to start, I'm going to do this mold first. This mold's going to get my leftovers. But I do have to remember to leave a little white for the puffy hearts. Actually, let's go ahead and do the white in the puffy hearts now. That way I can measure everything. So I'm just going to pour it. I don't know if you've seen my lizard. I've done who I call Larry the Lizard with the Larimar effect. It's in one of my videos. So basically I'm covering the bottom of the mold. The puffy heart though has a dome type bottom, so it's tougher to predict how much to put in there. All right, I'm just going to use the rest and dump it in my mold because I knew I divided all my cups evenly and I was going to need them all for this. All right. So one down. Now next, you can drop this in any way that you want, but if you're just starting out, just do it simple. Go ahead and dump it straight into the center. Now, it's a little bit harder when I'm doing a puffy heart, but I'm not sure how much is needed to fill these molds, so I'm trying not to fill them with this one color, but I do want it to be kind of even. We may not get as much color in these, we'll see. All right, got left. I may run out of room because I was guessing how much to do for all this. We'll see. My next color. I do have some of this left over, but because I don't have much room left in this mold and I don't have much room, I'm going to save it for another project. I'm not going to get all of the Smurf in there. That's okay. Just going to fill the molds now with this. All right, so I have these two left. We'll use them maybe for the edge of this. I'm gonna let everything move. I'm gonna give this a shot of heat. The other thing I don't do a lot with Larimar is add a center. Of course, you can add a center if you want, but for this example, we're not adding centers. One of the reasons I don't like to add centers is because I like to put a light behind the Larimar because it shines through beautifully. But this would look good with some like teal or aqua colored stones. So if you're doing the blue or doing something like this and using these colors, go ahead, put something in the center. All right, we'll be back when it's time to unmold these. All right, we're back to see how our Larimar came out. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, exactly as I expected. Look at that. So pretty. And this is just a standard Larimar, but look how nice the edges look, that they're not completely white because of that mica powder. All right, so my puffy hearts, I'm not sure how they came out. I don't know that I had enough white in these, but we'll see. We'll see. Still a little soft. Oh yeah, they're beautiful. They worked perfectly. Look at that. I love that. That is so pretty. What a great little thing to do for just some keychains. This one got a little dark blue in the little, what do you call that? I was gonna say handle, but that's not what it is. What is that called? Oh, somebody tell me in the comments what this little thing is called. Hook? No, hook's not really it. Sheesh, sheesh, I don't even know. These are just perfect. Look at that. Gorgeous. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, will you guys try it and let me know how it goes?